Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are well. My name is Jane Natasha. In this video, I will discuss about hortatory exposition text. Do you know about hortatory exposition text? So, in this video, I will discuss the first definition and purpose, the second generic structure, the third language feature, and the last example of hortatory exposition text. First, definition and purpose. Definition of hortatory exposition is a type of spoken or written text that is intended to explain the listener or reader that something should or shouldn't happen or be done. And the purpose of hortatory exposition text is to persuade the readers or listener that something should or shouldn't be the case. In definition, usually contains the argument of the author to influence of the reader of the text. And about the purpose, content of the hortatory text to influence the reader or listener to do something or not to do something. We will also discuss some argument or opinion from hortatory text. Let's look the generic structure. In hortatory exposition text, there are three generic structure. The first, thesis. Thesis is statement or announcement of issue concerned. Usually contains the author main introduction to an event that will be discussed. And the second, argument. Argument is reason for concern that will lead recommendation. Argument contains opinion that support the main idea of the author. The more opinion given by the author, the more the text good, because it tends to be easily influence many people about opinion that support the text. And the third, recommendation. Recommendation is statement of what should or shouldn't happen or be done based on the given argument. This recommendation is the end of the hortatory exposition text that usually contains the author invitation to do what something to do or not. The next slide is language features. We all know that the text must have grammar that must be used to write the text. In this hortatory text, there are three language features. The first, simple present. We can see the example of simple present. The best advice is to think carefully before accepting any position. And the second, connector. For example, firstly, secondly, thirdly, on the other hand, therefore, then, after, that, and many extra about connector. And the third, modal auxiliaries. For example, should, can, will, and etc. Next slide is example of hortatory exposition. I will discuss an example of hortatory text. The title is Why Students Should Eat Breakfast Every Day. There is a thesis, which is usually in the first paragraph there. The thesis is the purpose of the text is the purpose of this paper is to show the importance of breakfast, especially for students. In the next paragraph, there is an argument. One argument, two, and there is an argument of three depending of the author. When they want their opinion, if they have only two opinions, then there are also three arguments. But as we can see, the more opinion that writer has, it can make easier to influence the reader. And finally, their recommendation. Recommendation is always at the end of the hortatory exposition text, because in the recommendation is used to invitation many people to do something or not. Let us analyze the language feature of hortatory text example that I give. The first is simple present. In the first paragraph, there are two simple present. The first is many people believe that it is not necessary. And the second, I believe that everyone should eat breakfast. The second is the connective, which I have explained it before, like firstly, secondly, on the other hand, then after that connective, we can see in the paragraph 1, 2 until 3, they are the first reason, another reason, and the last reason there is connective. And the third is modal auxiliaries. We can see in the paragraph 2 and 3, their modal auxiliaries is should, and the last is recommendation. From here, the recommendation is it is better to wake up earlier and have a good breakfast than run to school without eating anything. And the last is this is the last of my video about hortatory exposition text. I hope you are understand about what I explained to you. Sorry if I make a lot of mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.